Hey y'all, welcome to a Ginger's Wellness Journey. Today I'm going to be sharing another recipe with you. I am going to be actually cooking out of, this is a key to my heart here. It is a everything gluten and dairy free cookbook. I'm going to be making sloppy baked potatoes, but actually, within this recipe, is actually says to use a jar of sloppy Joe sauce. A lot of jar sloppy Joe sauces is actually has gluten in them. So I'm actually going to be actually making my own um, sloppy Joe sauce actually out of another cookbook, which is another key to my heart. I actually got this at homeschool conference. It is actually a Amish cookbook, and so I'm going to be cooking out of making, which is pretty easy. Sloppy Joe sauce is actually pretty easy, and um, so we're going to be making that. So let's get started with our potatoes. Um, so I've been soaking my potatoes, my russet potatoes, actually for 2 days now. I know that is a little overkill. But last night, actually, my family was able to go see Young Washington, actually, last night for free. And then before we did that, we went to Burger 21. I was actually supposed to make this dinner last night. So for the 250th thing. So we went and saw that, which was actually a really good movie. So we enjoyed that. So I'm going to spread some dairy-free butter on. I have these little tinfoil sheets. I got these actually at the dollar store, and they come in little, and they're actually a pretty good little deal. You get 30 sheets for $1. Use them a lot for different little things, projects, different things like that. I homeschool my kids, and we use them for science experiments and different things like that. So they come in handy for different projects around the house and different things. So throughout the years. New. And then so you put your potatoes inside the oven for 425 for about an hour. These actually is pretty large baked potatoes. I picked up. I picked them up. I think I picked up at Aldi's. I shop at Aldi's a lot. And I stuck them on a little baking sheet. So now we're going to start making the sloppy Joe mix. We're going to start off by browning our meat. I'm going to put in a little bit of pure avocado oil. I'm going to brown 2 pounds of grass-fed ground beef. I have 80%. I like to use the grass-fed because that's normally best. I'm going to try to get that as much as possible whenever that's on sale. Or also the other thing is I've been getting it through Melaleuca. Not really hot. It's really hot today. Brown a little bit. Yeah, brown. So I'm going to go wash my hands a little bit. as a side with this, a few days ago, I made broccoli slaw. So we have some broccoli slaw, so we're going to have that. Our family we really loves salads, so I always have a fresh salad. I also have a pasta salad also, which we could also have. I made a Mediterranean pasta salad. Also, I know that that's two carbs that we have along because we're topping this atop of a potato, but instead of having it on a bun, but that is an option that we could also have. But yes, but the broccoli slaw is an option. Something fresh and cool to have instead of a coleslaw. Now, also, you could, if you like, I already had these already inside my freezer, but I have some green bell peppers. It's a green pepper and bell pepper and onion mix. I'm going to throw that in here. For something fresh. You could, if you want fresh, you could always add that in there. I've also added mushrooms too. If you wanted, go a little, have that also in order to bulk up your sloppy joe. I've done that also. And I can show you. I just got this at Aldi's and in the freezer section. But with my rheumatoid arthritis, sometimes I'm standing there cutting up vegetables and things like that. I don't tend to like doing that. I have bought this cute kitchen gadget in order to cut vegetables. I've done that, but sometimes working that, especially whenever I have flares and things like that, it's sometimes, and today my hand is bothered, as you can see, my joint is bothering me. So I don't want to be doing that. So that is something that cutting up vegetables and things like that. That's something I don't want to be doing today. So guess what? This is that is a hack. So any slight movement and things like that on that joint, I try not to do. This is starting to look good. I'm going to go drain my meat. Now with my spices, okay, this is 1 cup of, I did not have enough ketchup. So I actually have in here, I actually have a mixture of ketchup and tomato sauce because I did not have enough. So that is a little bit of a hack. Believe it or not, ketchup is basically the same thing as tomato sauce. The only difference is that ketchup actually has a little bit more sugar and extra added ingredients like high fructose corn syrup and things like that. So now we're also, see, now we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of mustard. You can use stone ground or Dijon mustard if you like. I'll cut this down just a little tiny bit. Here, I'm also going to add in just about a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Stir that up. Now, okay, now I have a little plethora of spices. Now, on this, I'm going to show you what I have. I know this might sound weird because measuring out everything, okay? So I have a teaspoon of black pepper, a, a, um, a tablespoon of garlic, onion powder. We like a little bit more of onions. So this is the minced onion. I have just a pinch of red pepper, and I have smoked paprika. Now I'm also reusing my date sugar. So I have 3 tablespoons of date sugar. So I'm going to add all that. To my sloppy Joe mix. Now I am going to taste this just to see if it needs anything else, because sometimes it might need just a because of the sweetness and different things like that, because of me adding in actually what I've got. I forgot the Worcestershire sauce. Really and truly doesn't really need it. It's just that smokiness, the little hint in the back of your throat. Yep. Maybe just a little bit more paprika. Because I know Owen. Owen loves his paprika. My youngest is a paprika fan. I would love for y'all to subscribe to my page or hit like in order for so I know that you like my videos. That would be wonderful. Subscribe and like, and yeah. So I know to take time out. Yep. There we go. Let that simmer for about 10-15 minutes. And here in a few here about 10-15 minutes, we will plate, and I'll show you how the potatoes come together. Here's one of the potatoes. This came out of the, and top it the sloppy Joe mix. Steaming. Sloppy Joe. And then also a little bit of dairy-free cheese. And a side of my broccoli slaw that I told you about. I made the other a few days ago. And then there's your plate of food. Beautiful. As I said, hit like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to my channel, A Ginger Wellness Journey. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed watching my video. Peace.